The biological mechanism of thinking, how the brain works. Thinking is a complex cognitive process that involves multiple brain regions, neurons, and chemical signals. The brain operates through intricate networks that allow us to analyze, reason, and recall information. Below is a step-by-step breakdown of the biological mechanism behind thinking. When we engage in thought, neurons, nerve cells in the brain become active. These neurons communicate using electrical and chemical signals. The process begins when a stimulus, either external like a question or internal, a memory, triggers neural activity. Neurons communicate at junctions called synapses. When a neuron is activated, it sends an electrical impulse down its axon, causing the release of neurotransmitters, chemical messengers, into the synapse. These neurotransmitters bind to receptors on the receiving neuron, continuing the signal. Common neurotransmitters involved in thinking include glutamate, enhances cognitive functions such as learning and memory. Dopamine, associated with motivation, reward, and decision-making. Serotonin affects mood and cognitive flexibility. Acetylcholine plays a role in attention and learning. Different brain areas are responsible for various aspects of thinking. Prefrontal cortex, the thinking center responsible for reasoning, decision-making, problem-solving, and working memory. Hippocampus, essential for memory formation and retrieval. Amygdala adds emotional context to thoughts and memories. Basal ganglia helps with habit formation and procedural thinking. Parietal lobe involved in processing spatial and numerical information. Thinking does not happen in isolation. Instead, different brain regions work together through neural networks. The default mode network, DMN, engaged in self-reflection, daydreaming, and recalling past experiences. The executive control network governs attention, problem-solving, and logical thinking. The salience network helps detect important information and switch between mental states. The brain's electrical activity can be measured as brain waves, which vary depending on the type of thinking. Beta waves, fast waves, active during problem-solving and decision-making. Alpha waves, moderate waves, present in relaxed thinking and creativity. Theta waves, slow waves, associated with deep thought and memory formation. When we think, we often recall past experiences stored in long-term memory. The hippocampus retrieves relevant information, while the prefrontal cortex organizes it into useful insights. The brain continuously evaluates multiple possibilities, compares them, and selects the best option. This process, called cognitive flexibility, relies on the interplay of dopamine and prefrontal cortex activity. Thinking and learning strengthen neural connections. The more we use certain thought patterns, the stronger these pathways become, a process called neuroplasticity. This is why practice and repetition improve cognitive abilities. Thinking is a highly coordinated biological process that involves neurons, neurotransmitters, brain regions, and networks. Each thought is the result of complex electrical and chemical interactions, shaping our ability to learn, adapt, and make decisions. Understanding this mechanism helps us appreciate the brain's incredible capabilities and potential for growth. Follow Astro the Great on YouTube for more insightful content.